there, how you doing? It's Ravie Davie here, the Fresh Prince of the Ramon Square, and I'm joined with my partner
Georgia.
And this is episode 34 of the 10 years in podcast. Now, how are you doing, Hen?
I'm doing really, really good. I'm not long back for work. I was working in the office today because we're recording on a Tuesday instead of a Monday, and I was been working through in Perth, which was a nice wee scenery drive, by the way.
Got to be wrestling through there soon.
Are you?
In June, I think, for that. Remember the guy that came through the weekend?
Kevin?
Kevin for FCW. That's some of their shows they did in Dundee and some they did in Perth.
Oh, do they?
And one of their shows they did in a place called the Tele Institute, which is quite... Looking at it, I've never been, but looking at the videos, it's quite similar to the Fairfield Club.
Yeah.
They're on a show there like every month and like, got a good
Alright.
loyal fan base and stuff like that. And I think, I've not asked, but I'm sure in one of the 3 dates they've gave me for the rest of the year, I'll hopefully be wrestling in the Tele
amazing.
Institute in Perth, because that's one of the places I want to tick off my wrestling bucket list.
Nice. He did say to me when he was doing it at the church last week that he had you booked in for a good few dates.
Good few shows, aye. Got a couple more booked in for the day through colleges and stuff like that. So
I know.
yeah, it's not too bad. But instead of telling you how I'm feeling today, I'm going to tell you a story, right? So, a couple of weeks ago, I was actually contacted by the WWE about being an extra at their show that is coming next week to Glasgow at the Hydro. So, obviously, I was absolutely ecstatic, buzzing, couldn't wait. Went away straight away and get booked in my physical that I had to get off the doctor and my blood test taken. And usually for a guy who leaves everything to the last minute, I was packed and ready to go straight away. Weren't I, Georgia?
Yes.
Georgia would
Makes a change.
Georgia would even tell yourself she's probably seen a new man for those days when dealing
A
with
very
that.
glimpse of a new man.
Yes, when I was replying the messages, I was running the replies through ChatGPT to make sure it fixed all my grammar and stuff like that, just so I didn't make a fool of myself, because obviously this was a big opportunity. And then it came back that I maybe hadn't had one of the correct blood tests, so I was panicking because that was only last week and it's coming up for it. It was coming up to it, so I got that sorted rapid. I got that sorted that very day. Got my blood test back, straight round to the doctors. Got it all sent away. Very excited. But you're obviously wondering, well, where's
the story going?
why is Ravie telling us this the new? Surely we'd have waited until after the job as an extra was done, and that is why I'm telling you the story, because unfortunately today I was contacted by said members of the WWE, and I was told that because stupidly, I'm not saying it's stupid for them, I'm saying that stupidly what I done was last year I ran a wrestling show. I called it CPW Bash Before the Clash, because it was a show done before WWE's Clash at the Castle, and because I was sent a cease and desist and was told to stop what I was doing, which I done straight away, because obviously I got a wee fright. Obviously I've always wanted to work for the WWE and I don't want to annoy them. I just thought I'd seen other, I'm not picking it, I've seen a lot of people, not just in wrestling, just other like, events companies and stuff, use popular names and stuff like that and changed it about. So I thought that was fair game. Unfortunately it wasn't, and it has ruined my chances at being an extra at the WWE next week at Raw. I've been speaking to all the boys in the group chat and stuff like that, telling Georgia. I've actually been dreaming about this for the last couple of weeks. I had a dream that when I was the extras, so in case you're wondering what the extras are before you're busy talking about, so when WWE come to town, they need like, people that are trained wrestlers to be extras in case they need like security guards to split up fights with the wrestlers and stuff like that, and basically people that aren't gonna, imagine sending in a real CQ and he's like, oh, I can John Cena, he's not that tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they muscles are fake. I can stop him. They're not really wanting you stop him per se. You know what I mean? They're wanting you
Be part of the show.
Be part of the show and make the wrestlers look even bigger. These big superstars look even bigger. So I was having an opportunity to maybe do that, and in my head I was dreaming every night that I was going to be like end up splitting up a fight with like two of the bigger, like Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens or something like that, and then the fans would recognise me and they'd all start chanting my name and all that kind of stuff. And I'd been joking about it with the boys in the group chat and stuff like that, saying it to Georgia and all that. Everybody was like excited for me and like happy that I'd got the opportunity. And just something that was just stupid for my part. Something I thought it was just a wee laugh and a joke when I done it. His new came to bite me on the backside, and obviously absolutely gutted. Everybody's been asking me how I'm about it. I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of like, sounds daft, but I've kind of left. I've tried to know, like, let out my emotions about it until I came on here because I just wanted it to be like this, to be raw when I spoke to you about it, because obviously it's quite it's an intense feeling I'm feeling right now. I feel like I was getting closer to, like, my dreams, something I've wanted to be doing since I was 4 years old, and I felt it was going to be like good proof to, like, be able to say to people and stuff like, oh look, no matter what you do in life, you can, like, if you work hard, you can do what you've always dreamed of doing. And I can't imagine how all the Waynes for the school were going to react and stuff like that, and fucking it hurts, man. But oh well, I'll learn. Maybe I'll think in the future before I act. Know what I mean? The door might not be closed. It could be closed forever, know what I mean? But it just tells me, do you know what I need to do? I just need to go and work harder. I need to go and WWE only the be all and end all. They are the biggest wrestling company in the world. They're the wrestling company I was watching since a wee boy, wanting to be a wrestler. But it's no, like, end of the day, I'm living my dream now, and I make a full time living out of professional wrestling. I get to make people's dreams come true and stuff like that. So if I don't make it to the WWE, I've been quite happy about that. Before, I was not happy, but I've said before that I'll be content with it, and I will be content with it. It's just it felt like it was getting a bit closer, and I'd let my guard down, and now maybe it's a wee bit further away. So I'm not upset about it, but I should need to work harder, don't I? And maybe I can end up in a TNA or an AEW, or maybe I can help CPW be as big as possible. There's all these possibilities where we're doing the first ever adult only show this Sunday, and that could be big. That could end up being something like an adult only wrestling company in Scotland has worked with the WWE in the past. You know what I mean? So who's to say that isn't something that could happen in the future? But it's just it's gutting. You know what I mean? I was pure excited to come in here and tell you all next week that he's all had seen me probably on Netflix and stuff like that, and I guess it just wasn't to be. God's got plans for everybody. Obviously, being an extra in the WWE wasn't meant to be for me, and I'm sorry for starting this off a bit sad and somber, but I just wanted to get that out there.
Me and Curtis is just sitting in silence. I know. I felt I was going to get there as well. Like, obviously, you've told me earlier on, and I've just been watching you all day. Like, you're all right. But it's just because I've known about this for weeks, and it's been dead exciting. And like when the guys that are doing the extra work go to be part of the WWE, they go with their suits and they get all dressed up. And David will be getting outfits and trying it on and everything. It's just been like this big build up, and we had bought tickets at Christmas for David and Bo to go to Raw, and I was saying to Bo, right, I'll just take you now. So, because we were got to be in the crowd, we were got to be watching David. So this was, and also as well, John Cena was on it. So everything was just, as it was getting closer, it was just getting more exciting.
Too perfect, didn't it? That's what it's no when you actually think about it, was all just getting too perfect. Know what I mean? Like, yous would get to watch me. It's like,
and the tickets we'd bought are right at the barrier. So whenever David came out and walked by us to do the security stuff and that, we would have been right, like, he would have been right so close. So it was just loads of stuff. But like, it's annoying, right? Honestly, David gets taught these weird lessons in life where I tell him not to do stuff all the time, right? He doesn't ever listen to me, but then it might be months later or years later, but things always come back around, and then he's like, I shouldn't have done that. But it takes big, like, moments like this for him to actually go, right, okay, I need to watch what I'm doing. So I'm surprised at how he's reacting, because you only, when I saw you the day, you were kind of like, right, okay, I need to just get on with this, what am I meant to do?
so that's the way it is, know what I mean? There was at a point in my life where I had told myself I was never going to get to WWE, you know what I mean? So
You'd kind of accepted that.
So
just for obviously things that, like, your past has just been a bit off the scale.
Exactly, know what I mean? So end of the day, doesn't mean I can't like wrestle it. I've already travelled to a couple of countries that I've never been to before, thanks to wrestling that. So who's saying that I can't go to Japan and wrestle, Mexico and wrestle, Canada and wrestle, America and wrestle? You know what I mean? There's a full world out there, and if I just do what I'm doing now, I'll be happy. You know what I mean? It was just the fact that it's like because I go to see it kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's that way, like, I'm not a big. I'm not. I always say to George, I'm not in possessive. I'm not like I don't care about money and all that. But if somebody showed me a big amount of money and said, "Oh, you could have won this yesterday" or something like that, I'd be like, "Fucking hell, man." What the fuck? Know what I mean? Like, oh, so it feels like that. It feels like something like, "Oh, look at this," and then, but you're not getting that. So, but again, it's my own fault. That's one of the reasons I know. It's like for something like for a wee quick marketing ploy, I've messed up on a big opportunity. But as I says, it's not the end of the world. I'm very, so what do you call it? I'm one of these people that my ADHD and all that. Sometimes I need a wee spark up my arse. I feel like with a lot of stuff, just because I've been doing too much more than anything lately, I've been slacking in some areas. Whereas I feel like now this could be the kick up the arse that I need to get myself back on the wagon. I put out about 1,500 flyers a day. Not I mean for the moment I found out, man, just on foot patrol, no nay stopping because I was just fucking in the zone. So
Me and
as I
David, we had agreed last year that we were maximum we were going to do 2 shows a month because last year it was an obscene amount of work that we'd done. And this month alone, there is 4 shows, so 3 hours and one of Mikey's on the 1 month. And I just think we're in month 3 already. We're already excelling way over what we said we were going to do. And we just put all this more extra stress on ourselves. My mum said to me, "Yes, you're right." And I said, "I feel like I don't have enough time anymore to talk, speak to people. Like, I just don't feel like I've got enough time in the day to actually have like a full conversation with somebody." So I'm like, got to the gym, coming back, getting ready, got to work, got to my actual normal work until don't get into left or 6 o'clock at night, and then straight into doing stuff for wrestling. Then on the walking pad, have to get my steps in. I'm like, I said to my pal Shannon the other day, like, I actually think that life is just like this for everybody now. It's like, ah! That's what I
constant.
feel like. There's noise in my head
Was
all
the
the
noise
time.
like?
I'm screaming.
Can you hear it?
What?
Can we hear the scream?
Ah! Or I'm like, fuck off! Like that.
Okay then.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then obviously this weekend we've got 2 shows. And
You're not gonna be here.
I'm not got to be there. So I have been preparing loads of stuff the full week to try and make sure that when I'm not there, David knows what he's doing for my half of the jobs, because he obviously deals with all the wrestlers, books all the shows, decides how long people's matches and all that are got to be, and I just type it all up and deal with all the merchandise and stuff. And I'm obviously going to my sister's hen do on Thursday. We're going to Prague, so I can say that because by the time this podcast comes out, we'll already be on the plane.
Oh, I see. Oh, I don't think your sister's gonna be listening to the podcast.
Nah.
Your sister probably doesn't listen to the podcast anyway.
No, my mum does. I
Aye,
think,
your ma does.
being fair, majority
Martin's
of the
number one. Martin's probably listen to every
Aye.
episode every minute.
majority of people that listen to this podcast are the people that are close to us. That's a fact. But we got to Prague, and I don't come home until the Sunday when the second show is going to be on of the day. So it's really stressful. I actually feel like I shouldn't be gone to the hen do because I should be staying here to help David. But what can I do?
Me and Bo are having boys weekend buying a WWE 2K game, man. On Thursday night, man. Me and you, man, are going to be absolutely smashing it. Definitely.
Bo's dad also has gone on holiday in the same this weekend as well. So we had booked this hen do and I'd checked all the dates and I was like, oh, that I'll be able to come because Bo's dad's Bo's staying with his dad day nights and all. And then it turns out me and his dad are on holiday at the same time. So he's staying with David and he's buzzing about it.
Obviously. Well looked after.
Yeah. So
we've got an agreement and always got to come help me fly on Monday. So every cloud has a silver lining, right? So obviously I'm not doing the WWE extra thing, but I actually had heavy bad anxiety, right? Because anytime WWE are in town, I will go outside and fly outside the venue. And I've been asking my trainees to do it. And it's no that I don't trust them, it's just that I'm very, very pernickety when I do it. I mean, I don't want to leave one person missed. I want every single person that walks into that show to have a flyer stuck in their back pocket, whereas obviously some other people are just making sure a person gets it. Know what I mean? I'm like, well, I've got TikTok on talking about the show and all that. Know what I mean? Like, get your tickets now. So at least I can go out and do that. I've told Bo that if he helps me do it, I'll buy him some merchandise in it. He's like, what, do I need to spend my money on the merch? I was like, no, if you help me flyer, I'll buy it. But if you're no help me flyer, then I'm no buying it. And that means like you don't say I am helping you and then you don't do it and you actually do a bit of work with me, man, because he's got a wee habit of doing that, like saying to me, oh aye, I'll help you with that, mate, and then I end up doing it on. He's like, when am I getting this? I'm like, what do you mean, mate? That's not how it works, you know what I mean?
He does do
You
that.
need to do it. He's like, oh, who agreed? No, that's shocking. Like, what do you mean it's shocking? It's shocking you left me to do this myself after telling me you've got to help me, because I'm sitting thinking, yes, man, I'm going to have help to do this.
Oh, God. Right, so...
That's actually a big pet peeve of mine. It's not me, I'm not doing pet peeves or anything like that, but see somebody that offers to help, right?
Somebody just say my name in.
No, no you, if it's not you,
Alright.
it's like, just in general. It's somebody,
What,
see,
because you said we're not doing pet peeves?
no, but see if somebody that offers to help you, right, with something, and then just, they don't do it, like they end up, like, not even telling you either, but no, they just don't show up. I hate it. I'd rather you just tell me, just know, like, put your name down or whatever, know what I mean? Obviously, a lot of volunteering with wrestling and stuff like that, and sometimes people just no-show, know what I mean? But after telling me, and I'm like, sitting in my head, oh yeah, this job's only got to take this long, know what I mean? Because there's this cement is, and then it doesn't happen. You're like, what the fuck, man? At least
That's what happens when you rely on people in this world.
I don't rely on myself, that's the one thing, but I'm just saying that's a pet peeve. I mean, is that, like, just don't say, just don't do it, let's do it. And the reason people do it is because they want to...
Get booked on shows?
No, it's because they want to... What do you call it? They want to be seen to be...
Aye, being the good guy.
Aye, to be held. Do you know another thing I hate is, see, like, if you're not going to do it, but...
Right, on we
like,
go.
see, if you're not going to do it, right? Like, going like that, like, say I go at you, or can anybody help Flyer tomorrow, right? No, like, oh, no, this is one, right? Say I go like that, can anybody pick up Hornswoggle for the airport? Someone goes like that, sorry, mate. I don't drive. I know you don't drive, mate. I know you don't drive, bro. Why are you... I'm not... This is directed to the drivers, obviously. I'm not asking you to go and get a taxi, pick him up and take him to his fucking hotel, you know what I mean? Obviously, this is directed to the drivers. See, if I could drive, mate, I would go and do it. For fuck's sake, I wouldn't be asking you, so it's just... Know what I mean? Right?
Okay, then.
Obviously, I'm a bit emotional about something else, but I'm just taking it out in my pet peeves.
I know. I'd say to you last night. I'd say to you last night that I had a funny story to tell you about the show that we had in Drumchapel all night. But the real lassie was quite cheeky about you, and I wanted to wait to tell you on the podcast. But I don't know if you're emotional stable.
No, tell me. Tell me, I'll be like, get a tune of fat.
Right, so on Saturday we had wrestling show in Drumchapel. It was so good
show in Drumchapel.
the Goodyear Club. And
I was just about to give the venue away, not to make you.
I know, by the way. It turned out brilliant. Anyways, so I was doing merch. I was selling the t-shirts and stuff. David was taking the tickets at the door. So there was lots of waiting there that I've never actually saw before. Anyway, this wee lassie comes up during David's match and she says to me, when's Ravie Davie coming on? And I said, there he's there. And I pointed to you and she went, what, that bald guy?
She obviously, there's a bald guy in the match. She was obviously...
Right, so I've been like that, eh? And she said, what, that bald guy?
But in the pants?
Right, no, right, so obviously you were wrestling against a guy who was also bald, and I'm like, no, him like down there, this was like...
No, what do you mean also? But I'm no bald.
No, you know what I mean, right? So...
Fuck's sake.
Anyways, let me continue, right? It gets funnier. So you...
Fine, not for me.
You were, at this point, you had fell down behind the wee couch.
Away.
But aye. Right, so you were down behind the wee couch and she and I'm like, no him talking about that Keane. I was like, him down there on the flare. So when she's like, I want to buy something that's Ravie Davie's. So I started pointing out like your posters and your stickers and that, and then she said to me, what one is he on that poster? And I pointed to the photo and she went, no. And then she went away, right? I thought, for fuck's sake, she's fucking savage, right? She went
Did you have a hat on?
Right, that's what I've got to tell you, right? Do you remember?
She's sassy. That's what I remember.
So, anyways, she's went away for the merch and then she's came back up again about 20 minutes later and she's like, I want to buy one of Ravie Davie's hats. And I said, that's fine. And the next thing, I was serving somebody else because she was looking at her wee purse and the next thing she burst out greeting. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's I've dropped my money in those boxes, talked about all the merch boxes with the t-shirts in it. Turns out she dropped £1. And I gave her £1 at the tin because I was like, just leave that £1 in that box, you'll never got to find it. And I gave it back and then she just tipped her purse up, all the change she paid for her wee Ravie Davie hat and then went back, sat in the front row, and she was happy as Larry. But see, after the show, me and Bo get in the motor. I told Bo what happened, so me and Bo go in for the show yourself while you take the ring down.
I know.
And me and Bo
Snakes,
were
they should be taking the ring down.
actually howling. that bald guy?
No, I'm not a bald guy. I thought you got hair.
I just love the fact she loved you and she had no idea who you are. And then when she saw
She's
you in the
obviously been
poster, she
told
thought,
that when I was
"Fuck
man,
that."
Dad's like, we're going to go and see Ravie Davie. Who's Ravie Davie, the wrestler? Alright, I can't wait. Which one's Ravie Davie
She
again?
had no idea who you were.
Showed a couple of TikToks probably.
When I pointed to her, when I pointed to you on the photo, she went, no. I was like, fuck that.
Then she's over the end and she's like, can you sign that for me? I was like, have you got a pen? She's like, no. And then she's away harassing people for a pen.
Oh, is she?
She's a wee character, to be fair.
Aye, it was so funny. I'll never forget it. It's so funny. Because obviously quite a lot of the time, like, the other lassies are selling the t-shirts at merch, but my pal Nikki wasn't there on Saturday, so I had to swap places with her. I'm normally doing the tickets at the door, so I miss all that chat, because there was a woman there as well who had said that she watches you on TikTok, and she was like, I actually got dragged here the night. My 2 grandwains wanted to come. She went, I was meant to have a night out. She went, I tell you something, no, I've had a great night. And she says, and I think I was more excited to see Ravie Davie than what the Waynes were.
Speaking of that show, right? So obviously, I did enjoy a show in the Goodyear Club. It was our first ever away day and that, so it kind of made us realise we can take CPW on the road. But the reason I did want to like, bin it and all that is because every time we go, man, they don't really help us much, you know what I mean? Like, for example, we usually get this big room as a little backstage area. Well, this time they've booked at a funeral and then a party for it, so we couldn't use that. So then I'm thinking, right, fair dues, they've at least got the wee pool room that we can go in, you know what I mean? I was like, well, at least get the pool room. He's like, you get the pool room, we can set up some partitions and that. So he's getting changed. Like, what do you mean partitions? She's like, well, obviously we're renting out to people who like, play pool and all that.
I went in and I was like, why is there random guys playing?
After my match, I come back and I'm sitting and there's like, obviously, there must be a Friday night game of killer or something like that with the darts, because there's a big row of these old guys all standing in the line with their darts, flinging them, fucking getting a mad game on, obviously, and all being in the, all looking at us wrestlers as if we're the dafties, you know what I mean? Like, maybe we should be, no, I mean, we're rented a fucking area in this place, we should have somewhere to change. Know what I mean?
I could just imagine what they're thinking with all your mental costumes and stuff.
I know, guys in their pants with baby oil and that, know what I mean?
Yeah, not good. So we did a wee food review thanks to Jailbait Jen and
Jailbait Jen for the Brox.
The Brox. I keep saying the Bronx.
No, it's the Brox.
The Brox. So we went to Leonardo's because Jen had got us a voucher, which was lovely.
It was fantastic.
I really enjoyed it.
I had a great time as well. We did. We got the spaghetti alla Polo or something like that, spaghetti and meatballs, and Georgia got some spaghetti and
bolognese.
The
mince was very rich.
It was a very rich tasting mince, and I really enjoyed my meatballs, nice and meatbally as you do. Not kidding, all the texture was nice. It was very, so I don't know how to explain it, but the sauce was like under. So that was my only qualm. It's not the end of the world, you know what I mean? But like, obviously, I like to dip chips in and mix it up. No, that was I had to really mix hard and get them out of the bottom and stuff
You're
like that.
You know, eating the chips, and I was like, they're actually roasting.
Give a chance.
I know. Now you finished with that dinner?
I actually seen that TikTok about that when it was like fucking like the looks you give your man when you're half an in for something, and when you're all eating food together and he's just eating away, because obviously guys eat much quicker than women. Also
as well, we got starters and I get mozzarella sticks, and as David's like, oh, you get mozzarella sticks, I'll get these, would you get chicken?
Buffalo chicken.
Aye, chicken wings. And the only reason he does that is because he knows I give him my mozzarella sticks, right? But do you know what happened when we went on Friday? David finished his chicken wings in 0.3 seconds, picked up his phone and went into another world and never spoke to me. So I ate every single bite, even though I was telling him the sauce was quite spicy. And I was like, do you know what? Like, I'm just going to eat all of these just for badness, because he's not even talking to me. And I could see him like just looking as if to say, this isn't normal practice. Why isn't she offering me at least half of her starter?
Oh well, I got mad at the spaghetti bolognese because she was full.
I was actually filmed. He ended up eating like 2 pastas.
Oh, no,
But it was good. It was really small in that wee
It was
place.
busy, man. It was packed.
Very
out,
busy.
Man.
They were like shooing people at the door.
Aye, they were like, people were basically doing people coming in like, you finished? No, I mean, like, no, you're like, your guy tried to order like an extra drink or something. He's like, no, you're out, mate. No, I mean,
I know. We were in.
we were right next to the till, man. It was like,
And we could hear everything that was going
I
on.
know, man. It was fucking. The wee old guy was funny, but man, just patting me. He's like, nah, man, moving people all about the place and all that.
Aye, because it was like as if people, maybe like 2 people came in, they were putting them on a full table. But then
For our two
if,
came in
if
like,
other people came in, they were just moving them on. Like if a bigger family came in, even though they'd already sat, they two down at a table, I'm just moving them on.
Sticking in a corner. These are
So-
obviously got to spend less than them.
But it was lovely, so thank you so much. It
Definitely,
was
I would
really.
recommend it. It's at the corner of the Paisley Road West.
Aye, just
at the
before you
Crookston
turn up
area.
to Crookston, just next to Ross Hall High School.
It's cheap enough and all, not it's
Aye.
really not cheap enough, not I mean, but it was very affordable for that. Like, it looks like a fancy wee Italian place
Aye, I would say
inside, but it's like normal, like an Italian takeaway price, I would say
The
maybe.
mozzarella sticks were so good. I would actually go as far to say Big Licks at Braehead, the mozzarella sticks I go to there's the best ones I've ever tried.
But the Big Licks ones.
Yeah, or Bella Vita on the PR. Their mozzarella sticks are so good.
Were better than the ones you had.
The other night, aye, they're chunkier. But a lot of people don't like that.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Thin, thick, big, small. Put them all enough. As long as I put a wee bit of rich tomato dip on it before, man.
I can't wait to see what food I'm going to be eating in Prague.
I can
And my mum
imagine.
doesn't even eat, man. She eats like a mouse.
Georgia's raging and all that. She can't obviously fucking like announce that she's got to Prague because obviously she can't like ask people for recommendations or anything like that on TikTok and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So she's pure scunnered.
I'm because my big sister Shannon, she didn't want to know where she was going. Didn't want to be involved in any, which obviously most
Just
people
block her on
think.
TikTok.
People.
Block her on TikTok for the next 2
She's got
days.
about 3 pages.
Block her on free. You're making that as pure hard to block. Somebody doing 3 pages.
Doesn't matter. I've waited this long now. It's been booked for months.
Fair.
Anyways, so Prague weather is kind of like Scotland. It's like sunny but freezing. And Shannon had messaged me a few weeks ago and she's like, right, I want to start packing. Will I just get like swimming costumes and that? And I was like, oh no, you're going to need a hat, scarf and gloves. And she said, you kidding me on? And I was like, oh mum, like what am I actually got to do? Like, no, I'm not even joking. So my mum said that she thinks she's going to Iceland. And actually she's got to Prague. So
I would love to go to Prague, to be fair, not I mean.
it was pretty decent price because a couple of the other lasses as well that are Shannon's bridesmaids, they're also bridesmaids for other people as well, and they've got like weddings abroad and stuff like that. So it was just it was just affordable for everybody. It was pretty easy, like everybody's just agreed and just go along and stuff like that. So I can't wait. I've been looking up places on TikTok and just looking at all the food. Everything that I'm allergic to, by the way, but I'll be going for it.
The boys were actually asking me last night when we were getting fucking married.
Who was asking that?
Arthur and Xander and that.
You need to get me a new ring.
That's what they were basically saying. They're like, is it no technically null and void now because it's been so long? Like, I need to get engaged again. And I was like, wait, you don't make my pals. You try to cost me money for fuck's sake. You're sounding like the ops right now, boys.
I do wear
Fuck's
a
sake.
ring, team. I've actually not got it in the day, but that's a ring I bought myself because
Because she. I was actually about to say something, no, but I would actually not be able to live that down. So I was just shouting it.
so the reason that I don't wear the ring that David got me is because I gained a couple of stone.
Aye, so she can say that's not. She can say if I say that fucking hell, man, that would not be my living.
Then I got the ring made bigger. Now the ring has been stretched to hell, and it's I've still got it. But aye, so no. I want to get re-engaged. I would just like you to get me a new ring.
Get that wee bit cut out or something like
No.
so daft, know what I mean?
So I've still got the ring. It's just about
When your wedding ring's a nipple ring.
9 sizes too big or something. Oh, honestly. Actually, it's like if you put it on my thumb, it's still big. So that just shows like how big it was. I remember taking it into the jewellers and asking the guy if he could resize it, and he was like, as if the fuck happened to him? Like, it's just as if because I was getting the ring made like so much bigger. So I've still got it. But yeah, so that's that. So that's why I got myself one. So the one I wear the news of ring I bought myself because I felt bad that David had actually bought me a ring. And then because of me eating like heck.
It's my fault not, I'm definitely a feeder, man. I tried to feed you the other night, didn't I, man? Woke you up, I came out your room like that, man, with a pizza.
I know, I was like, you can just eat that downstairs.
I was like, no, I'm going to my Bo, man. Me and Bo it.
Did you?
Me and Bo smashed it, man. He's like eating the pizza
jealous.
and all that, man.
Was it? Was it
chicken, tandoori chicken? He's like, give my load a bit of that. It's like, obviously, man. He's like, eating it and all that.
Did he eat it?
Aye.
There you go. But
he's eating the chips and that. Didn't eat the kebab, so the kebab meat, but
aye.
the chicken pakora. Then I end up falling asleep downstairs.
You did. I tried to come downstairs and wake you up, and you were just on another planet. I thought, I'm not even waking him up. My CrossFit journeys came to an end, guys. That didn't last very long. My
CrossFit, millet cross, all wet.
I know. I just didn't enjoy the gym. I've been doing one-to-ones, which I absolutely loved. And the gym I'd been going to just...
Too far away, isn't it?
I just... A couple of things and I just wasn't being consistent. And I thought, I'm just wasting time here. So I went for a good couple of weeks. And then I went back to my old gym, Sin, which I absolutely love. I'd been going there for a year and a half and I'd built up pretty good fitness and I felt really strong and stuff. That's why I wanted to try something like CrossFit because it's more endurance and stuff like that. And I thought I'm probably like ready to move on to something really difficult like this. But it just wasn't for me and I missed the support in that the coaches gave you as well. So I went back to my own gym last week and I'm loving it. I already feel so much better in myself just having a bit of routine. You don't realise like how much all this like controls your full life.
Shout out strength in numbers.
Strength in numbers.
You'll be doing Hyrox next year.
I know Dale and Ryan are just done. So Dale and Ryan are the two coaches and Anton and Wee Aiden all done Hyrox in Glasgow at the weekend and they're doing, what is it, Warsaw?
Warsaw will be Poland.
Poland in 4 weeks' time as well.
Class.
So
I'll be using,
exciting.
Man, my pal's done it, man. And you get a minute and 20, but you get a 30-minute penalty because he kept missing the laps, right? So his time was a minute and 50, right? And we were all back like, did you have your tap off? No, I was like, that's how you get the penalties, not make you didn't have your tap off, not I mean fucking it's because you're total and they're not happy with that, right? But then I seen my uncle, right? So that the boy that done it is my pal who's in his 30s, right? Then I seen on Facebook, I seen my uncle who's in his 60s, right? My uncle Craig, who didn't have his tap on, had his tap off. He got a minute and 40 seconds, man. No, an hour and 40 minutes, man. Fucking fair play, big man. I was like, I said, Ian, like, here, mate, look, see, you did get penalised for not having your tap off. My uncle in his 60s beat you, man. To be fair, man, I don't think I'd have got a new 40. I probably would, wouldn't I, to be fair? I'm quite fit.
Yeah, I think.
And if I was to train for it, no, I would be able to beat that. But still, man, my uncle was a fit guy. I remember, used to be in the army, no? I remember when we were younger, we went paintballing for my birthday, and he took my sister and my sister's pal in his team, like, because like the paintball team, and it was me and all the boys, man. He was doing all his mad army tactics, not in the heavy whipping their asses, man. No,
I got shot in the arse in paintballing before. It's heavy, so
no, see, right, honestly, top 5 worst experiences in my life, right? Honestly, this is up there with my mum dying. I don't even care, right? I'm not even saying this to like, haha, for that funny, right? This actually, I'm being fucking serious, right? See, when I went to paintballing as a wee guy, right? I don't know what the age is you're allowed to actually go, but I think it's like 11 or 12 is the call. So I've just turned 11, right? Let's say it's 11. I've just turned 11, they're like at you. Who wants to volunteer, right? Obviously, no fucking me, man. I love volunteering, man. I'm honestly, man, fucking Ravie Davie here, man. I volunteer, especially if it's like games and stuff, man. Oh, please, I want to be up, man. Everybody look at me.
Are you like, pick me, I'm the one. You
know what I mean? The guy's like that, right, moan up, man, picks me, he's like, so what it is you're going to be the president. I was like, fucking yes, man.
Been waiting this moment of my life.
This is the power I deserve. El Presidente, Ravie Davie. Let's go, it's my job. He's like, we're going to have to get you from one side of the bus to the other, but everybody in the other team's going to be shooting you. Try to shoot you, just going for you. Nobody obviously can shoot your other teammates, but they'll try to get
body
you.
Must have been in tatters.
Aye, so eventually at one point, right, I've ended up like, they're like, you need to run, everybody's getting too late, you need to run. So I started running for it, they're shooting me, right. And the guy's like, right, he's done. Still fucking shooting me. He's like, it's done, game's done. They're still fucking shooting me like that. Big whistles, no, I end up going like, with the voice note, he's like, he said it's fucking done. I'm like scrambling, shooting them all, man, pure rage and all. honestly, man, shot off every person in the team. Not, I mean, like about 20 times each, man. Every shot, perfect. Hit me, man. I was
It's
pure
so
green.
poor.
End up, because they didn't listen, they end up knowing, we got the point for them heavy abusing me. So obviously, I was like, yes, man, fucking. At least it was worth it. You know what I mean?
Victory.
Aye,
served.
oh man, the pain went away after I'd heard this. Like, I
was
won.
that
I
bad.
won. Fucking, let's do that again, man. You know what I mean? Fucking, let's go. But honestly, that was tragic. That's ingrained in my head. You know what I mean? I don't even actually think I might have been like faking my age to be fair to go on it. You know what I mean? Like fucking, like,
Probably.
the club was a wee bit older, and I've like jammed in with like Steg and all. Cause Steg's like a year older. Like, I'm January. He's May. I'm January. But like he would have been in the older year. The clubs and all that, not I mean like 93, I'm 94. So I think like definitely like, I feel like I was maybe kidding on about my age and all something actually. I think I think you had to be 12 today paintball, and I was kidding on. I was 11, but I was kidding on. I was 12.
Yeah.
But honestly, that was brutal.
I can just imagine.
Honestly,
Right, anyways, that's us.
is it?
Yep.
You sure?
You had a good time.
No,
You can hear it great.
I go home. No, I'm not going to. Fuck it, I'm gonna go home and do press ups. Then go to wrestling school and do wrestling moves.
He keeps doing this where he's got people doing the rest, taking classes. What are you doing?
Flexing. This is what he's missed, guys. What you could have had.
So he keeps getting people to take the wrestling classes and then goes doing the wrestling.
To do paperwork.
Scanning admin.
Aye, scanning admin.
Right.
You got your bed
thank
at
yous.
8 o'clock anyway, you know what I mean? Fuck's sake.
Quite right.
So I'm going to go and hang out with my pals.
I've been watching some telly.
You've been
But I'm
watching?
not. There's something coming out. Something out called Adolescence, which everybody's talking about. So I'm going to start watching that.
Is that the thing where the Wayne's get kidnapped? Go missing?
No, it's a
Have you
thing.
seen that? It's always advertised. I've got something to tell you. That kid
All right, Phil Mitchell.
might not be yours. What?
Is it?
Have you
Oh,
not
right.
seen that advert where it's like they're two sitting down, their Wayne's been taken, it's no theirs?
No.
Is
Right,
it that?
anyways, let's go.
Is that us?
Yes. Thank you all.
Actually, I've been watching something. Wrestling on Netflix, Friday and Monday was banging because they're in Europe now. So if you've got to watch it, actually watch it now because the European crowds are spot on. And that's what's happening to us.
Thank yous and bye bye.